Welcome to Mitchell ELF. Our theme this year is adaptations, and this unit is called Teeth and Skulls, and this is Center 4, Complete a Jaw. The goal or objective of this center is for students to design a set of teeth that are adapted to fit a particular animal's diet. So it's the craft center, and so before you start, it would be really important for you to go over, especially if it's the first center, or review some of the information that they have or are learning. A great way to do that is with this packet of information called Skullduggery Among the Animals, and I'm probably saying that wrong. Anyhow, it gives an outline of the characteristics of herbivores, carnivores, omnivores, and insectivores, and then it has examples inside of skulls, and it like this is a deer skull. It tells you about the fact it doesn't have upper incisors or lower incisors, but it helps it clip plants against the hard palate in its mouth. And then it has the molars for grinding the plants. And so you could use that to kind of get the kids thinking about, well, different animals have different kinds of teeth and different skull shapes, and kind of get them talking and thinking about that. You can use the skull and tooth diagrams that we have in here, and some other laminated information. And then you can show them the specimens that we have for this center, which include an elephant molar. I think, is that right? Well, okay, so that's the elephant molar is this one. And you can see how its teeth have been grinding. We have a horse molar, and then we also have a, I believe this is a killer whale mandible, and then we also have a deer mouse skull, and you can show them the jaw in there, and maybe let the kids use the magnifying glass to take a look at the teeth on that one. All of these should be handled with a 2-finger touch, except for the mouse, deer mouse, which should just be left in its cage. It's too small to get out. Show them the killer whale mandible and the elephant molar and the horse molar, and ask them to observe and the difference. Show them the difference among these different teeth, because they all have different characteristics. The killer whale jaw is homodont, which means all the teeth are a similar shape. The herbivore horse is more of a heterodont. It has different teeth for specific reasons, and so this is obviously a carnivore with its wickedly sharp teeth, and the elephant and the horse are obviously herbivores, where they're using those teeth mostly to grind. The rodents, like this one, have large incisors in the front for 9 that grow continuously throughout their lives, but then they also have some small molars in the back for some grinding. So after the students have investigated these, you're going to have them create their own animal jaw. And so ahead of time, you can cut out, or you can have them cut out these templates. And there's 2 different sizes, basically, one that's longer and pointier and one that's short and stout. You can have them take a look at, they have to decide if they're going to make an insectivore or a carnivore or a herbivore or an omnivore, and that'll probably guide the direction of which template they want to use. And then they'll need to add the teeth, and they can cut those out themselves, and the eye, where the eye would be located, and any coloring, and it can be imaginary, of course. And then, so after they've cut it out and they've colored it, then you can punch a hole and put the brad in, and then their mouth will move, and they'll be so excited after being told not to move jaws and clump them and break them. They could do that with their paper jaw that they've created. Super important for them to label and identify what kind of animal they've picked. Did they pick a carnivore? Did they pick an omnivore, an insectivore, or a herbivore? And also put their name on the back of their creation. And when the students have finished their teeth, they can have them share the animal with the rest of the group using the animal sharing guide, which is right here, and it has a series of questions. What does it eat? Describe its teeth. Tell them what kind of eater it is. You can talk about how, if its teeth are used for any other purpose than eating, how big the animal might be, and what it might look like. And those could all just be creative at their own will. There's some other laminated sheets, modes of feeding in mammals, and a visual online dictionary, some pictures of different animals if they're stuck and having a hard time thinking about what they want to make. You could let them look at these. So there's colored pencils in there. It's always awesome to have them resharpened and ready for the next group if you have time to do that. Again, take super good care of the specimens we have from the Museum of Nature and Science. They are on loan to us. They do need to be handled carefully, if I haven't already mentioned, with a 2-finger touch. And please don't let students pick them up off of the table. Have them just do the 2-finger touch so that they don't injure themselves or the specimens. I think that's just about it. If you have any questions, you can email us at mitchellelf@gmail.com. Again, these are copied onto, last not least, these are copied onto cardstock. And so if you're running low, please email us and let us know, because we need to ask the paraprofessionals to help us copy them on a copy machine we're not allowed to use. So email me at mitchellelf@gmail.com, or you can email me at fishingyak, that's YAAK, @AOL.com, and if we're running low. Thanks again. Happy creating.